Jalen Hyde is electric. He's freaking electric. What is up, YouTube? What is up, Giants fans? It is your boy J Dimes, and we are back at it with another New York Giants video. Back at it with another New York Giants banger. And before we get into this training camp recap for my New York Giants, for our New York Giants, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Comment down below your thoughts on everything, and definitely hit the subscribe button and join the channel if you haven't done so already. We also have another upload already on the channel. Le'Veon Bell came out, called out Daniel Jones, called him a mediocre quarterback, called him a bottom tier quarterback, and we basically, sent some heat out to Le'Veon Bell. We gave our all thoughts on that. So if you haven't go check that video out yet already, go ahead and do it. It's a video that you do not want to miss. But in this one, we need to recap day 5 of Giants training camp, and we gotta talk about Jalen Hyde. We gotta talk about Jalen Hyde. Jalen Hyde, each and every day of these practices, has gotten better and better and better, and is starting to get more reps with the ones. Started off, in minicamp running out with the 3s and the 2s, but ever since training camp started, and every single day we get closer and closer to, Tuesday, tomorrow, when they have the pads on, Jalen Hyde has been making plays. He's been, beating guys deep. He had one play today. First of all, the throw from Daniel Jones is absolutely insane. It was an insane throw. It was a tight pocket throw. Jalen Hyde near the sideline. Xavier McKinney, basically jumps out to try to, knock down the ball. But Jalen Hyde still catches it on the sideline. Toe drag swag. It was absolutely insane. He's catching moon balls, from Tyrod Taylor. And also, the man calculated a, speed of 24 miles per hour. And I think it was Sunday's practice. So, now I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but I have seen it all over Twitter. It's been all over Twitter about Jalen Hyde. He calculated a 24 miles per hour speed in Giants practice, which would be the fastest in NFL history. Now, the pads aren't on. He is in just a jersey and shorts, but insane. We know the Hyde, has a great amount of speed on him, and he is showing that out in Giants training camp. Absolutely electric, and I'm excited. I am freaking excited, and I think he's making a case to be a starter. He is making a case that he can be a guy that could be that day one starter for the New York Giants, the way he's been balling out in training camp. So, shout out to Jalen Hyde, man. The critics was on his name, saying he couldn't run routes. You had the Dallas coach, if you remember the video, where he said you can only run fast. Your skill set. You can just run fast. You're not a route runner. Well, he's been doing that in Giants training camp. So shout out to Jalen Hyde, man, for freaking lighting it up. We spent the first 3 minutes of the video talking about freaking Jalen Hyde. He deserves it. The next thing I got to talk about is another rookie, Trey Hawkins. Trey freaking Hawkins, the 6th round draft pick out of Old Dominion University, the school right down the street from your boy. He's been locking up all camp. If you're looking at the guys who've been having a great camp, he is definitely going to be headlining that list if you had to make one. The guy has been mirroring wide receivers, and today I've been, expecting this. I've been waiting, and I've been wanting to see what he would look like if he got a chance to go out with the ones. Well, today he had that opportunity. Today they ran Trey Hawkins and Deonte Banks as the boundary cornerbacks with Adoree Jackson, who didn't really, get a lot of work today. Basically like an off day for him and Darren Waller based off of the tweets and reports I've been seeing. But they had Adoree Jackson in the slot with Deonte Banks and Trey Hawkins as the boundary corners. And that's insane for a 6th round draft pick. A 6th round draft pick to be running out with the ones, taking one-on-one reps with the freaking first team defense. That's kind of insane. He's another guy that's been having an amazing camp, and he's looking at having a better camp than Deonte Banks. Now, speaking of Deonte Banks, he did have a pass breakup today, so shout out to him. Tomorrow the pads are coming on, so you can be more physical, and that's when I really want to see Deonte Banks play like Deonte Banks, physical, pressing guys at the line of scrimmage. We know Deonte Banks is calling card. When the pads come on, you can start seeing him be more physical, so can't wait for that. But back to Trey Hawkins, man. I'm excited. A lot of Giants fans are getting excited. This guy has been locking down all camp. And the comparison of him probably being this year's Tyreek Woolen, I don't want to say it, but listen, I am excited. I am freaking excited. 6th round rookie, athletic freak, 6'2", 6'3", coming from a small school. Joe Shane probably have found himself a gem in Trey Hawkins. So shout out to Trey Hawkins for freaking balling out in Giants training camp. Another guy I want to talk about is John Michael Schmitz. For a little minute, I want to talk about John Michael Schmitz, who has actually been holding his own. He's been taking those, first team reps as a Giants starting center, and he's been holding his own. He's going up against Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams every day in practice, and we haven't heard him about him struggling. We haven't heard him about him having a hard time blocking those guys. No, he's been holding his own. He's been snapping the ball right with the dead snap. He's been looking good. And that's exciting because if you look over, the other side of town with the New York Jets, I seen a tweet today saying that Joe Tippmann, the guy they took over John Michael Schmitz, most likely won't even be starting for them in 2023. So shout out to the Jets. Thank you to the Jets for, passing on John Michael Schmitz and taking Joe Tippmann. You saw my reaction on draft night. I was absolutely ecstatic when the Giants were able to get him. And right now, I love it. I love to see him starting as a Giants starting center. And in the final drill, the final set of plays and the end of practice, the Giants did roll out a starting offensive line of Andrew Thomas, Josh Azudu at left guard, John Michael Schmitz at center, right guard Ben Bredesen, and right tackle Evan Neal, who's also been having a great camp. Shout out to Evan Neal. That work he's been putting in, him cutting weight, it looks like it's finally paying off in Giants training camp. But that lineup right there is a lineup I like. I like that lineup. You don't got freaking Mark Lewinsky out there. You're giving Ben Bredesen that opportunity to, get a starting spot, because when he played last year, he wasn't that bad. He wasn't bad last year when he played. He dealt with the injury, and, they started rotating the door at guard. But I like that lineup of, Andrew Thomas, Azudu, John Michael Schmitz, Ben Bredesen, Evan Neal. A lot of young guys on that lineup. A lot of guys with upside on that lineup. So I really do like that. Another guy I want to talk about is the weapons for the New York Giants. I want to talk about the weapons in total. And listen, Darren Waller, we know he's been having a strong camp. Been absolutely amazing. We know he's been unstoppable, been a matchup nightmare during these Giants practices. Didn't really play much. Didn't practice much. It was basically all day for Darren Waller and Adoree Jackson. But one thing I heard is that the Giants offense did not miss a beat. The Giants offense did not miss a beat when Darren Waller was off the field. Daniel Jones was firing Paris Campbell. He had one play where I think Trey Hawkins was on Paris Campbell. It was a great play by Paris Campbell. Trey Hawkins was there. He had great coverage on him, but Paris Campbell made an amazing play down the field with a ball from Daniel Jones, who continues to be sharp all practice, all camp long for the New York Giants. Darius Slayton, we've seen the catch technique. We've seen a tweet came out that Darius Slayton has been working on his catching, and he changed the technique he used to use, for catching the football, and he's been having a great camp also. So that's great to hear, man. The Giants' weapons that they have is looking great in camp. It's looking really, really great in camp. So I'm excited about that. Saquon Barkley had got a lot of checkdowns today. He was used as a wide receiver more today, so that's great to see. The defense, again, like I said, Xavier McKinney has also been making some plays. But, it's just been a battle. It's just been a freaking battle. I don't want to ramble on and talk about this stuff that nobody really cares about, but it's been a battle. It's been a battle during these Giants practices. Today was the last day of them before pads, so we get to see them in pads tomorrow. That's when you really can test out who's the guys making real plays. It's easy to make plays when you're, going one-on-ones with no pads on. You can't really get physical. It's a different story when those pads come on, so I'm excited for that. But that's going to do it. Like I said, leave down below in the comment section some things that you took away from Giants training camp practice so far. Let me know down below in the comment section. Let's talk about it. And also, if you haven't done so already, and you made it to this part of the video, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button and join the freaking channel, man. We cover the Giants over here. We drop bangers. And we just give our takes, man. We just give our takes. We don't care what nobody thinks. We don't care about the backlash. We just give out our 100% unbiased takes here. So if you love that stuff, this is a channel for you. But that's going to do it. Like I said, if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment. Definitely hit the subscribe button, join the channel. And until next time, the Giants are in pads tomorrow. So it's going to get real when those pads come on. But until next time, it's me, boy J Dimes, and we are out. Go Giants. Yay.